I went to the battlefield of Bull Run, Virginia not too long ago, and had an experience I can't explain. I will state that I am a bit of a skeptic and still am, but this experience was hard to rationalize. It was a dreary, rainy day, with a slight mist clinging to the ground. I had driven to the battlefield later in the day, and was the only person on the grounds, except for the occasional park ranger walking around the perimeter of the visitor center. The sky was gray and growing darker. I was standing next to an old house at the top of a hill near the parking lot, which was not far from the visitor center. As I took in the panoramic view of the darkening battlefield, it began to grow colder. As I pulled my jacket in tighter, I felt a hand on my shoulder and I heard a man whisper, "Get down!" I whipped around, expecting to see a park ranger behind me, but there was nothing. I snapped back around and looked towards the visitor center, thinking maybe a ranger was yelling out to me to get off the hill because the grounds were closing, but I saw no one. I began to get nervous, desperately searching the horizon for any signs of life. "Who was that?" I said to myself. "What was that?" As I frantically looked around, I began to notice that the mist on the ground began to dance gently as if someone or something was disturbing it, like an unseen man was walking away from me. The strange movements of the mist distracted me from my former nervousness, but I soon snapped back to reality when I heard an ungodly shriek inside the locked house. It was definitely the voice of a woman. It started loud and shrill but slowly tapered off into low, guttural gargling. I don't think I ever ran as fast as I did after hearing that wail. I startled the park ranger at the desk when I yanked open the door to the visitor center and slammed it shut, panting and babbling like an insane man. When I finally gained my composure, I told the ranger what had occurred and he tried to give a convincing smile. He told me I must have been out in the cold too long and invited me to check out the informational film, small museum, or gift shop. While I took him up on his offer to check out the gift shop, I couldn't get over the ranger's underlying fear. He appeared to be hiding something, but I understand he couldn't say anything that might frighten future visitors, so I let the matter go for the time being. When I got home, I scoured the internet for any explanation for the terror I experienced, and I found that an old woman died in the house, killed by a cannon aimed at Confederate sharpshooters near the house. Was it the ghost of a Confederate sharpshooter that warned me to? Was it the old woman's tortured spirit that let loose that blood-curdling shriek? I will never know. But there is something supernatural out there on that battlefield, and in that thing's mind, the war doesn't seem to be over.